Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Up General Hospital recap June 13. Dante and Chase argue and Sunny and Jason brainstorm. Recaps and updates for Friday, June 13 reveal Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, and his partner argue, while Sunny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, and Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, brainstorm. Also, Drew Kane reconsiders, Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, tries to make peace, and Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Gran, negotiates with Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott. When Dante gets to work, he informs Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, that they must keep their conversation strictly professional. Chase doubts it's possible, and mentions that he is handling his new case by himself, and that interim district attorney Justine Turner, Nazneen contractor, has requested that Dante stay out of it. Dante then heads off in search of answers. In Anna Devane's, Finola Hughes' office, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, is taken aback when she learns that Turner has taken on Natalia Ramirez's Eva LaRue case. They ponder the reasons behind this decision. Just as Molly is leaving, Dante arrives and makes his appeal to Anna. He informs his supervisor that he's been prevented from collaborating on the case with Chase. She acknowledges this, but is uncertain about the reasons. The officer expresses his frustration, stating that he and Chase have issues with trust. He believes it's a personal issue and shouldn't have been mentioned. She speculates that this relates to the incident at the ball. Dante clarifies that Chase has been aware for months, and he's unsure how to place his trust in him. Anna concedes that she understands why Brooke Lynn Quartermain Chase, Amanda Seton, and Chase chose to keep this from him. While she's not denying his right to feel upset, she points out that the situation is neither straightforward nor simple. When comparing the situation to what occurred with Robert Scorpio, Tristan Rogers, and Anna, she encourages him to look ahead. She made her decision to protect her child. Robert never knew about Robin Scorpio Drake, Kimberly McCullough, until she was around 5 because of their dangerous lives. She reiterates, if he's unable to do so, it's essential that he maintains professionalism with his partner. Upon Dante's return to his desk, Chase confronts him, claiming he's letting his personal emotions interfere with work. Dante is firm. He won't allow that to happen. In response, Dante raises his voice, accusing Chase of keeping his wife's secret. Just then, Anna enters and intervenes to defuse the situation. At Pazzulo's restaurant, Sunny and Jason Morgan discuss how much help Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, needs help, acknowledging Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, still cares for her. Sunny is unsure if they could have made it as a couple, but they know who to blame: Drew. Sunny expresses gratitude for Drew handling this situation while he was occupied with Natalia. She's becoming a real issue for me, the mobster states. He clarifies that some of the money he invested was not clean. Their financial guy messed it up. The records Natalia has might be crucial for a larger investigation that could involve the feds, and therefore be harmful to Sunny. Jason inquires about how to manage this and keep these from being exposed. His boss replies that he cannot allow Natalia to make the deal. She has been good to him, so he hesitates to let her go for good. Natalia lied to keep Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, out of prison for him. He doesn't trust her, but he feels a sense of obligation to her. Desperate Drew encounters Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, at the hospital and inquires about how they can retrieve the children for Willow. Martin has gone over the ruling, and he finds the judge's decision to be severe yet clear-cut. Drew believes there must be a way to appeal, but Martin argues that the chances of success are so slim that it would only inflict more pain on Willow. Although Drew dislikes this reality, he concedes that Martin is likely correct. Martin acknowledges that it's unusual for a judge to issue a ruling like this. While an appeal isn't possible, they could attempt to reopen discussions with some form of access. Drew is confident that Michael will ensure Willow doesn't have any contact with the kids while he's present. He trusts that at his core, Michael is a decent person who will uphold his previous commitments. Since everyone is pointing fingers at him, Drew contemplates that if he separates from Willow and the kids, Michael might allow her to see them. He needs to take into account that this might be the best choice for her and requests a meeting with Jason, who agrees. Drew reluctantly reaches out for his assistance. He requests that Jason deliver an offer to Michael. At home, Maxie invites Brooklyn over to work from her place. After she hangs up, Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, arrives. They discuss Lulu's actions, and she maintains that she did nothing wrong by revealing Gio Palmieri's parentage. Maxie argues that she went against the wishes of a dying woman. Lulu stands her ground and shifts all the blame to Brooklyn. She insists that someone had to tell the truth, and Dante deserved to know it. Maxie believes Lulu should take responsibility so they can all move forward. Lulu understands that Brooklyn has had a hard time, but she feels it's not her fault. As Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, leaves, she encounters Brooklyn and wishes she would focus on her job instead of seeking revenge. Brooklyn claims she's trying to concentrate on work. Tracy hopes Brooklyn is moving past her grudge against Lulu, but Brooklyn is not. She vents about Lulu and tells Tracy that if Lulu were anyone else, she wouldn't be so lenient. When Brooklyn arrives at Maxie's, she is displeased to find Lulu there, thinking it's a setup. The two women argue until Maxie tells them to be quiet. She confesses that she planned to get them together to resolve their issues. Brooklyn expresses that there are an excessive number of fragile items present for that situation. Maxie insists this must come to a halt since it's affecting others around them, and points out how much Dante may be suffering as a result. What will become of Gio and Rocco Falconeri? Finn care. If their mothers are perpetually at odds, Maxie proposes that they demonstrate to Gio that forgiveness is possible. Lulu, however, stands firm and refuses to apologize to Brooklyn. She will never feel remorseful. Natalia visits Alex's office, where she finds both Alexis and Marco Rios waiting for her. She expresses her frustration that he hasn't returned her calls. She reveals that she has taken matters into her own hands and has already struck a deal with the interim DA. They encourage her to reconsider so they can work out a more favorable arrangement for her. She then discloses that she was arrested for a DWI, and this isn't her first offense. The interim DA proposed a deal in return for information about Sonny. Due to her connection with Sonny, Alexis must step back from the case and leaves the office. Marco inquires with his mother about what she possesses regarding Sonny. She reveals that she has a drive containing information stored in a safety deposit box. Her son advises her against proceeding with the deal. His mother insists that Sonny is unaware of her situation. Marco expresses his fears that her life remains at risk. She values his concern but is confident that Sonny would never harm her. After she departs, Molly arrives and introduces herself. Marco informs her that they need to talk about his mother's case. She responds that he will need to speak with Turner, cautioning him that she is both tough and ambitious. Natalia visits Sonny at his office, and she assures him that they are in this together and that he shouldn't be concerned about her well-being. He comes up with an idea. He can send her to Belize so she can begin a new chapter in her life, mentioning that he has property there. He promises to ensure her safety and that she will enjoy a wonderful life. Natalia is iffy on the proposal, considering she will likely never see her children again. Sonny reminds her the same or worse could happen if she was incarcerated in prison. Alexis meets Tracy at the Quartermaines. Tracy points out that she is Scout Kane's, Cosette Abinat, grandmother, and advises her to sue Drew for custody. Alexis responds that Drew loves his daughter, and that Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, had faith in him and his abilities as a father. She refuses to disrupt Scout's life. Furthermore, she expresses concern that if Tracy pushes Drew away, he might take Scout with him. Alexis is adamant that she will not allow Tracy to use Scout in her personal vendetta. When Tracy mentions the ridiculous ketamine charges, Alexis reminds her of her past actions. Tracy claims she was framed. Alexis counters that the case will only progress if Drew testifies. She implores Tracy to persuade him to drop the matter. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with GH right now. Come back here often for General Hospital spoilers, news, and updates.